Welcome back to BeamNG Drive, but every time I crash, the steering gets more sensitive. But what exactly does that mean? Well, basically what it means is that at the beginning of the video, I'll have to turn my wheel quite a bit to get this boy around corners, as you can see. And at the end of the video, this is gonna result in hospitalization. And you know, just for fun, I've also made a graph which shows you exactly the amount of pain I'll have to go through during this video. As you can see, at the beginning of the video, it is pretty nasty, but halfway through, you know, I'll be doing quite alright. But towards the end, yeah, it's not gonna be good. But let's focus on the present, where we have 2,560 degrees of rotation. My god. Also, as usual, we do have... What the f*** is that? What? Not a crash. As usual, we do have AI driving around. Dear god. Yeah. But if you listen very closely, you may hear suspicious gearbox sounds. You already know what I did to this poor car. What is the AI doing? Oh my god. Oh no. Why did I even think starting on a mountain would have been a good idea with almost 3,000 degrees of steering? Oh. I am not gonna have hands anymore. Look at that. Look at that. I can feel the wind from that. Holy shit. And it continues. Yeah, we're f***ed. So the goal now is to get down as quickly as possible. Madonna! Okay, this is actually very good for us. Very good. So now we are down to 2,160 degrees of rotation. I have no idea what is wrong with AI today. This is so scary. If one of these hits me, I am legit going to have to hospital. But yeah, this car is gonna be quite the challenge to tame when we get to the... Not a crash, right? Yeah, of course. Of course! Well, now we are down to 1,620 degrees of rotation, which is much better, especially with all these hairpins. And yes, soon we'll be in the easiest part of the graph, which is kind of reassuring, but also kind of scary knowing what is to come after that. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, this car is going to be really hard to tame towards the end of the video. Check this out. 3 wheels, baby, and it has around 100 more horsepower than it should have. Incredibly, I did not crash it. That gap there is from the factory. But this thing paused, man. Okay, let's not do that just yet. But yes, we are rocking 150 horsepower with an 8,500 RPM redline. Yeah, it is quick. Not anymore. That is right, people. We are already down to 1,080 degrees of rotation, which is actually the default steering angle of the Pigeon. As you can see, the wheel movements in-game and in real life are matched 1-to-1, which now makes this the easiest part for me of the video. Guys, I am so skilled, it's insane. Okay, I'm 20 years old, I should not be laughing at this shit. Now, I am gonna try and drink while driving, not alcohol. On the channel here, we only drink H2O. Okay, that went surprisingly well.
Precisely 10 seconds later.
That was not a crash. He crashed, in fact. I legit have no idea what the AI is doing here. I guess it's that thing that still doesn't know how to drive itself. I don't know, devs, please fix. Oh! Don't! Well, people, what do I say? 900 degrees of rotation. Which, by the way, if you yourself have a steering wheel, which I probably assume is a G29 or some other shit like that. Not that they're bad, I mean, you get it. All those wheels max out at 900 degrees of rotation. We're going that way. Which makes this the most common. That was close. But for the Pigeon, it is not the best, because since it has, well, 3 wheels, you need a bit more control. And with 900 degrees, you can actually feel it, even though it's not that big of a difference. We are already ascending the curve. The way it shakes, you know what, I'm gonna launch it now, because it's so funny. Guys, hear me out. This isn't a crash, come on. But you know, since I believe in democracy, I'm gonna ask the Discords. Well, people, the council has decided. We are down to 720p. Sorry, I mean degrees of rotation. Sorry about that. That was the unfunniest joke I could do. Madon. No! Saved it! Saved it! Saved it! Haha! What the fuck? Well, people, we live in a world where that counts as a crash. I mean, honestly, guys, we gotta thank the channel members, cause I would not be able to afford this many Ibishu pigeons per video. Especially the absolute boys who are on that wall. And yeah, if you want to help me afford all these Ibishu pigeons for my videos, consider becoming a member. You will regret it, I can assure you that. So 540 wasn't that bad, to be honest. Now though, we're at 360. Let me stop here to explain better. So now, to fully lock my wheel, I just have to do... What the fuck? It's making some really bad sounds. Yeah, this is basically what most Formula cars use, I think, something like that. I actually don't know, please let me know in the comments, I have absolutely no idea. Grinded it majestically. I keep forgetting that it's so sensitive. What the fuck? Also, you may be wondering what amount of force feedback. Not a crash, we're still up. Very nice. Because I have already made a video in which every time I crash, the force feedback gets stronger. In which, at the end, as you may imagine, I arrive at 100%, which is 8 Newton meters on this bad boy. And now we are running 100% force feedback, but I now have like proper settings dialed in. Before that I was running like constant peak power, so this 100%, basically it's not as strong now. Although I am starting to realize that as the steering angle gets tighter, this gets stronger. Come on, quick pull. Clutch dump. Oh. Okay, brake, brake, brake. 270 degrees of rotation. We are almost at the point where I just do this and the car fully locks. And as you can see, that was not fully locked and it instantly flipped. Jesus. Not a crash, come on. Why is it rattling? Oh my god. Well, people, it is official. We are at 180 degrees of rotation, which is not optimal for a road-going car. Look, this is a pretty sharp corner. Just a slight turn of the wheel. I do not like the way it's rattling. And I think my neighbors would agree since it's 1 AM. It's really scaring me. And we're not done. The goal is to try to get to like single digits. 6 degrees of rotation. Can we do that? It's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna try to drive a little bit quick now, just to see if I can handle it. I have no idea how we avoided that. I say we. I am the skilled driver here. You know, the lads, we have 90 degrees of rotation. Look at the wheel. This is how much range we have. Okay, no, I need to lower the force feedback. Yes, guys, I am pussying out. I cannot do this, okay? I cannot get another noise complaint. The way it swerves around. I think we'll get to a point in which, like, the wheel keeps doing this. So it's gonna be like continuous understeer and lack of grip. And it's gonna be perfectly stable. I'm sure that is what's gonna happen. We are now entering a civilized area. We are now entering a civilized area with 90 degrees of rotation, still. That is because this is the lowest amount the wheel will let me go to. But as always, I have a solution. So let's stop for a second. Right over here, we had the same idea, you absolute idiot. But if I open the force feedback panel, here you can see how much I can move the wheel, right? Well, this is where dead zone end comes in. And if we increase this, we are further limiting the amount of rotation we have. So now technically, this is 100%. You know what, I'll give it that. Doing like 3-point turns, parking, all that shit, super easy. I mean, not easy, it's convenient. Easy is an overused term. But look at that, with minimal effort, I can do this hairpin. I got distracted for 1 second. Luckily, this is not a crash. But then you're gonna be constantly monitoring what the car is doing, which is a lot easier said than done. My theory was partially right, though. We can... And now, lads, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. That is right. We have 9 degrees of rotation, and... this is unusable. This is fucking unusable. I'm keeping it straight. And look at that. Guys, if this video gets 50,000 likes, me and the boys are gonna do a questionable race with this. That would be... Okay, so I'm gonna try to do a pull now. It does not like that. Like, I can pretend I have any control over this, but the reality of it is... I don't. What? Why? How? What happens if I set the force feedback to 100%?